Remember, that's next year.
Well, that's getting to the end of the year. It went awfully fast.
Good morning, everyone.
A
Today is
calm Michigan morning. Sunlight, music, and humour. But judges don't start soft by accident. They set tone before tension. Behind this warmth lies a heavy docket, a case that'll test the line between discipline and abuse. Every relaxed laugh in this courtroom is seconds away from silence. Hook, would you sense what's coming if you were sitting here?
Today is Monday, the 29th of September, and it's another beautiful, sunny, warm day that feels like summertime here in Michigan. We had a beautiful, warm, summer-like weekend. Lions won. Sorry, Cleveland. And all is good. Judge Pattison is off this week, and so I'll be handling his matters. And so I've got misdemeanor arraignments today, but we only have one. We had a walk-in. He keeps sending us pictures just to make us feel bad, but we'll be a little bit double booked this week. I don't know if the magistrate is here today or not, so we may have a few things. We have one customer who's already resolved, and we have another walk-in who they're preparing their paperwork right now, so that may take a minute. Went to a very nice wedding over the weekend. Yeah, it was very nice, and it was all good. So our little bit of shared humanity this morning. Ms. Jackson's a big music lover, so she knows all these opening lines, but today's opening line isn't exactly the opening line, but maybe the second line for a little shared humanity. Maybe you'll listen to this later if you know it. If you don't, you were the sweetest thing that I ever knew, but I don't care for sugar, honey, if I can't have you. Let's see if you know that. So far, no Black Sabbath. Good morning, Australia and California. Thank you all for getting up early or late. Our first matter is Mr. Eric Demas, who is charged with no insurance. The file number in that matter is 251886SM. Mr. Demas has apparently provided proof that he now has insurance. The prosecutors agreed to reduce this to no proof of insurance.
Yes, Your Honor, that would be Gary Gabriel.
All right, very good. Mr. Demas, why don't you come up to the podium for a minute? Thanks. This is file 251886SM, People versus Eric Scott Demas II. Mr. Demas, you've apparently brought in proof that you have insurance. Prosecutors willing to dismiss the charge of no insurance to a civil infraction of no proof of insurance. That carries a fine of $150. It's not a criminal matter. It is a civil matter like a stop sign or speeding. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So do you acknowledge that on September 11th of 2025, you were driving a car without having proof of insurance in it?
Yes.
All right. The fine and cost is $150. Can you pay that today, or do you need time to pay it?
I can pay that today.
All
A man
right.
fined $150 for no insurance. Routine, harmless. But this is how courts build momentum. Calm, fair, efficient. The system breathes before it hits you. Every easy case reminds the room. Justice can be gentle. Until it's not. Hook, Ever seen calm justice before it turns cold?
All right. All right, I'm gonna have the bailiff take you out to the court office. You can pay that $150 fine. The matter is resolved.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you for being here on time, too. All right, as I understand it, we have one more customer. I let that run because it was quite brief. I'll turn this off in a minute. Yes, more terrible things over the weekend, particularly here in Michigan. If you want to not turn the news on, each day is more shock to our system. So I spend a little minute trying to set all that aside.
The judge pauses. The world outside is chaos. He talks about tragedy like weather. You can feel the weight he carries. In real courts, even judges bleed humanity. They just hide it better. Hook, could you keep composure if your job showed you human failure daily?
Reminding you of a song I like. All right, I guess I'll just wait here a moment. I'm not even sure what our new guy was charged with. I don't know anything about bench warrant arraignments or failure to appears or anything. Normally, the morning would be filled with civil pretrials, our Monday morning. The clerk set a couple, but she didn't set them until 10. She thought maybe we'd have more to do this morning. No pretrials and only one very simple arraignment, one walk-in. So we'll have a couple of civil pretrials, one at 10 and one at 10:15. And then we will begin with a number of kind of tough sentences at 10:30. So I think we have 5 sentences between 10:30 and noon. So, yes, I would also just touch on the fact that our courthouse was shut down on Friday because there wasn't much of a lockdown. It was such a lockdown that nobody even noticed it. We all just kept doing our job, but the person who had made the threats to the courthouse was arrested Friday morning and lodged. He's in our jail right now and charged with making terroristic threats. It's
A courthouse threat, the same place justice lives. The judge explains calmly, even about someone who targeted him. This is law's backbone, restraint. Justice can't hate, even when attacked. Hook, could you stay fair towards someone who wanted you gone?
it's likely that we will all disqualify ourselves as the threats were at us, particularly me and the other people at the courthouse. So I think we'll be asking a special judge to handle it, and they may even get a special prosecutor. I don't know. When I was prosecutor, I did a prosecution of a case that a guy threatened to blow up Cass County Courthouse. And the prosecutor is disqualified and the judge is disqualified. I was prosecutor at the time. And I prosecuted it. All right, so I guess I will just wait a minute. I wasn't sure what, as I said, the guy was. Here's our walk-in.
This is, yeah, Christine is not feeling well. She wants to move that if we can.
Yeah, that's fine. Which defendant is it? Oh. I don't have it with me. It's in the green
Okay.
folder on my desk. Yeah, that's fine.
Appreciate it.
Also, I met some nice people at the wedding. I told one of the guys I'd say hello to his dad, Mike, this morning. Good morning to Mike from Way Pigeon.
Light jokes and greetings, then silence. The contrast builds tension. In minutes, the tone will collapse under the weight of child abuse charges. That's how real justice unfolds. Laughter, then reckoning. Hook. Why does calm always come before the storm?
Thank you for watching every day. Your son does a nice job at Useless Creatures. I'm just letting this go because I didn't want to shut it off and start all over again. As soon as we finish whatever our walk-in is, take a break. We'll go out until 10 o'clock. And then apparently one of our sentences is being adjourned because one of the attorneys doesn't feel well. So it is a slow start to a Monday morning. It was a good day for a bike ride. I could see my breath. But then we'll have a landlord-tenant docket, small claims this afternoon. They flashed the paperwork in front of me, and I saw the name for about a second, but I can't remember it, so I don't know who it is we're seeing. This has been an unusually long stretch of blue sky for Michigan. All of Fair Week, all of this week, it's supposed to be sunny and blue sky and 80 and very nice. Good morning, sir.
Good morning,
What's your name?
James Cannon.
All right, Mr. Cannon, I'll have the paperwork in a minute. Yeah, we had our boats in. It felt like 4th of July. My granddaughters were swimming in the middle of the lake like it was warm out. It was quite refreshing. All right. I guess I'll stop this. Thank you all for saying good morning. I've let it run for quite a while. And we do have a customer. Hope you're well where we are. Boats are coming out this week. And we will then start to get ready for fall. Michigan and Michigan State both had buys this week. All right. I can't get in the file because the clerks are in it. So Mr. Cannon will do it in a minute. Two 51943 SM. At least all the electronics worked this morning. Every time I come in here, about 3 days out of 5, there's some sort of a technical glitch. Mr. Cannon, would you come up to the podium, please? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
This is file number 251943SM. Are you James Cannon?
Yes, sir.
James Cannon faces child abuse and domestic assault. 4th degree, physical harm, not serious injury. But reputation? Destroyed. The courtroom air turns heavy. Everyone knows this isn't traffic court anymore. Hook, is this discipline or abuse? Where's your line?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Cannon, they've alleged in this formal complaint, count 1, child abuse in the 4th degree, did cause physical harm to a child by slapping the child in the leg. Contrary to the statute, that's a misdemeanor punishable by up to a year in jail, probation for up to 5 years. Count 2 is domestic assault upon a minor child, LH, a resident of your household. That is a misdemeanor also punishable by up to 93 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. With us here this morning is the Chief Public Defender, Jeanette Jackson. My recommendation, Mr. Cannon, is that we get you an attorney to assist you with this. Do you have any objection to that?
No, sir.
What do you do, sir? What's your occupation?
I'm currently unemployed. I'm in the process of getting employed with Fairview here in town.
What other kind of work have you done?
Landscaping and manufacturing.
Is there a no contact provision in here?
Yes, with Leah.
Where are you staying?
I'm currently staying in my mother's yard in a tent.
Well, it's
I'm staying in my mother's yard, in a tent. That line says everything. Poverty, exile, consequence. Sometimes punishment starts long before sentencing. Hook, is survival outside the law any easier than serving inside it?
well, it's about to get real cold. Well, I'm gonna show a plea of not guilty. I'm gonna appoint an attorney. I'm gonna set an attorney pretrial, and unfortunately, this is gonna be out a ways. The next first Friday of the month pretrial would be October 3rd, which is Friday, which is too soon for an attorney to get up to speed on this. So I'm gonna set the attorney pretrial for
A
November.
month's wait. For courts, it's paperwork. For Cannon, it's survival. Justice isn't fast, it's deliberate, even cruel in its timing. Hook, could you wait 40 nights not knowing your fate?
November 7th. At 8:30. That's a long ways away when you're sleeping in a tent because you have a no contact order in your file. I'm gonna send you out to the counter and the clerks are gonna give you information with the attorney's name and number on it. I want you to call the attorney and make an appointment to discuss this. The sooner the better.
Okay.
They can get the police report, any other reports, be in a position to discuss this with the prosecutor. If they wish to accelerate the case forward from November 7th, we can accommodate that, but bond here remains as set. No contact remains in effect. Let me go over your bond conditions. Posted a 4,000 10% bond.
No contact. 2 words that sound simple, but they tear lives apart. It's safety for victims and isolation for the accused. Hook, can you rebuild life when the law bans forgiveness?
No firearms, no contact with that minor child. So either they can't be in the house or you can't, and so they're in the house and you're out. So that often is a factor to be considered. Also, it's for good reason. It's to protect the complaining witness, to keep the people apart. Make sure that there's not any interference with the legal process. But this has got some consequences, and I think you could use a lawyer. So I still have my paperwork, but I have enough for you to go out and get court-appointed counsel. What's your mailing address? Can we still use the mail address?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then you may provide additional contact info. All right, you go with the court officer. All right,
The hearing ends. No verdict, just limbo. Real justice isn't cinematic. It's slow, heavy, human. One man leaves into uncertainty. CTA. Was this justice served or just delayed? Like, comment, and subscribe for more true courtroom moments.
all right, Ms. Jackson, that's all we've got. There are no pre-trial. I'm gonna make sure. I didn't see any pre-trials this morning. One arraignment, which was a civil infraction. Judge Pattison sure has it easy on this. No, just my 2 civil pre-trials. So let me stop the live feed. We'll be back at